Welcome back to another edition of Auburn All the Time. I'm here with my great co-host, an Auburn man that don't need no introduction, Roderick Stevens.
Yo.
Man, we had a nice little bye week. So with that being said, how are you feeling coming off the bye week against the win against Arkansas?
Well, of course, a bye week is always good, especially when you go off a bye week, or go into a bye week after a win,
Right.
and a solid win at that. If you ask me, I think Auburn played up to par and actually above par, if you ask me, against Arkansas at Arkansas.
Right.
There was a lot of expectations that Arkansas would probably win this game, but I think we saw a progressing Bo Nix.
Yes.
If you ask me, I know we'll probably get into some analytics in a little bit, but man, I'm actually feeling good about going forward for the rest of the season.
Right.
With the play of Bo Nix.
Yeah, I would say that slowly but surely he's came from the first game up to this point. You see the progression, but also I think it's more so of the coaching staff realizing and getting hands on what we have to work with.
Right.
And I don't care. You can have Tom Brady back there. If the receivers don't catch the ball,
exactly
for whatever reason, that light switch came on against Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can only think of one or two drops the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's just the play calling each week is they're getting more and more of the package installed. Right. And the biggest thing is with Bo Nix, let him run the ball. It seems like if he starts off running the ball or whatever, or quick passes, get him warmed up, he gets going then. I think that first hit or whatever, you set yourself up for success by the play calling.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, they still have to catch the ball. And that was probably from top to bottom, if you look at the adjustments made at halftime, that game, that's the most, to me, level of competition, the best complete game they played all year.
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, I mean, it's just getting everything in place, and it really really helps when you catch the ball and allowing Bo Nix to run like you said. I agree. I agree with everything that you said. Just allowing him to get comfortable and get comfortable in the game, knowing that he can pull it down and take off. Like you said, hitting the short passes, getting 10 or 15-yard gains on those. That builds that confidence throughout the game. And, I think just transitioning, I think the defense played well also.
Right.
They had a monster back there with Jefferson that had to contain.
Right.
And I think they done pretty well with him. We forced him to beat us throwing. And that's not his strong point, and it was obvious because he did, even though he had was it Burks?
Yeah,
one of the best receivers in the SEC,
right?
Arguably, I mean you can put that down. I can honestly
say
he's
one of the best in the country.
Exactly, and but he missed him, a lot of times on some open. Or some opportunities. Now he did make us look crazy in some situations.
Of it just like we had defenders all on him. He still made the catch.
And he's just. I mean, that's just
that's
just a testament to his abilities and his athleticism and his greatness. Because we'll see him on Sundays. I can guarantee that just about. But like I said, we forced Jefferson to throw. And I think that was the game plan going in. If not, that's what they adjusted to. And I think it was a great game plan to force him to throw, and which is his weak point. And so ended up being a great win. And I mean, man, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I am very very pleased with the play of Bo Nix. I'm going back to Bo Nix because We got our ups and downs about Bo Nix, but we do need to give him the props when props are due, and he played very well.
If you go back and look, even the Georgia game,
right?
If it wasn't for the drops, he would have had at least over 300 yards passing against Georgia, which is the best defense in the country. But I had to do this. I don't want to, but
recruit?
No, no. Well, yeah. Let's pause just for 1 second.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you this question. I'll ask anybody this question.
Okay.
If you live in the state of Alabama, in which most of us do, how? I mean, not to offend anybody. How can you pull for the Atlanta Braves? I'm sitting here watching them right now. It's 4-1 Houston, and I'm just trying to. But people always say there's two things in life it's hard for me to deal with. An Alabama fan, and that's also an Atlanta Braves fan. And people always say us and we. Mm-hmm. How can, just from an Auburn perspective, how can you possibly pull for a team in the state of Georgia?
Well, the thing about it is, I think it's just the
Since we
the
don't
fact that we don't have any pro teams.
But
and we've always, well, I say we as a state,
right?
Because I'm not an Atlanta Hawks fan.
Right.
Not Atlanta Falcons fan. I've always heard people pull for the Braves and the Falcons as their pro teams. And now, don't get me wrong, I think I stopped being a Braves fan when I was I think the last time they went to the World Series was 99. And they laid an egg or whatever. But I was through the Braves. I was with the Braves when they went 4 straight, and the Dave Justice years and Ron Gantz and all of them. But man, I'm not a Braves fan either. So
I'm not a Braves fan.
I'm not a Falcons fan either.
I'm not a Braves hater either. I'm just curious why.
Sometimes I can be a Braves hater. I can't even lie to you. I do hope they lose, but anyway, it is what it is. So I guess we get back on.
Moving right along, we have the number 9 or number 10 Ole Miss Rebels coming to Jordan Hare Packed Field Saturday at 6 o'clock ESPN prime time. How you feeling?
Well, I actually feel pretty good about this game. I believe it is a game that we can definitely win. Not saying that we can win because it's home field,
right?
But we got to go in and take care of business.
Right.
We have to go in, focus with the good game plan, and the fact that we've had 2 weeks to prepare. That is what's going to be key in this game is our preparation. Are we going to be able to handle Matt Corral and these 2 or 3 running backs they got? You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Are we ready for that?
I don't think we can completely stop them, but I think we can do enough. I think we can corral. I think we can. So,
and I know here's what I think. Ole Miss is a run first team, whether you agree or not.
Well, they're missing Mingo and Sanders. They're actually missing 2 of their top receivers. Might get one of them back,
right?
But it's all predicated on they play 3 running backs,
right?
Parrish, Ely, and Connor, Snoop Connor.
Yeah,
so,
Connor.
I mean, and plus Corral. That's basically you got to figure 4
running
guys.
backs. Yeah.
So
and I don't honestly.
Right.
We're gonna be one of the best rush defenses they've faced.
Yeah.
So far.
The other rush defense they faced that was as good as or not better was Alabama. And we've seen with Alabama. And to me, this ain't your vintage Alabama defense by any means.
Right.
So.
By no means, Alabama is not what they are or what they have been in the past. Now, not saying that they won't get there.
Right.
But we've seen some. I.e. last week, Tennessee.
busted coverages left and right.
Yes, and so there's some holes, but we're not going to talk about it. It's not Iron Bowl week yet. But with the Ole Miss game, what is it, 2.5 right now?
3.
3.
In some places, it's even up to maybe 3.5.
Okay.
So,
and
which the thing that we don't know, obviously we hear there's going to be some suspensions, maybe 1 starter, maybe more. We don't know. It's going to be handled internally more likely, and we probably won't even know. It probably won't be announced before the game.
Right.
We'll know by who's on the field.
Exactly.
But whatever it is, I'm sure that he'll handle it the way he sees fit. Could be if it's what you said it was, marijuana, whatever. It could be like Nick Saban when he first got to Alabama, DJ Hall. He suspended him for a quarter. But I'm sure he won't do it that way.
Right.
But it's up to him however he wants to handle it. But you got to, anytime a situation like this happens, you have to set a precedent though. So.
And you do. And guys, it's just like a job. You get reprimanded for what you do if you're late so many times or so forth. And so, this is no different. You do have to not necessarily set an example. You got to establish the culture that you're trying to establish there with the new coach and him going forward. This is the 8th game of the season, and there's certain things you're just not gonna tolerate as a program. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's hard. It's hard. It's got to come. This week or heck, even next week. I mean, if something happens, I mean, all the rest of these games
let's just wait till the South Carolina
game.
That's what Saban would do.
Exactly.
So why not?
And like you said, sometimes you got to set an example or establish the culture. And we talked about defensively. I feel like we got to it's gonna be a run stop type thing, and we can't get beat over the top.
Well, I don't think that'll happen because I think they'll play off some. Mm-hmm. I mean, you really have no choice, I guess. But really, it's not even the defense. The best defense in this game for Auburn is going to be their own offense. Mm-hmm. Control the line of scrimmage, line up. I mean, I like Ole Miss. I mean, they got a good coach. I mean, he's okay. I mean, he ain't great by any means. The Alabama game showed that. But they're good. I mean, they can score. Mm-hmm. But this is the thing that it was an eye-opener to me. I watched the game, but I didn't realize when I was watching. I remember 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when they played Arkansas. It was a good game, back and forth.
Yeah.
Do you realize what you might, I don't know, a lot of people do, Arkansas had 676 yards of offense on them. I don't care. I mean, whatever. They're more aggressive on defense. You can see that. But I don't care. That's unacceptable to me. And to me, they had Arkansas had over 300 yards rushing and passing. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it is what it is. Auburn has a better team than Arkansas.
Yeah. And speaking of Russian, I'm hoping that we now finally get to see that y'all know I've been screaming at that 1-2 punch, Tank and Hunter. Right. I want to call his first name, but hopefully we'll get that to rolling and throw showers in there a couple times and stuff.
This should be, other than the beginning of the year, this should be the healthiest. Both of them. There's really no excuse for us not to line up and run the ball in if you got Knicks too. So really, it. No matter how you look at it, I'm not being a homer by saying this. Auburn should beat them. Should
they should?
There's some stuff that could happen that we can't control. Mm-hmm. You can't control. Necessarily fumbles, busted coverages, whatever. But I would say Auburn probably should win this game. If they play 10 times, I would think Auburn could probably win 7 times out of 10. You never know. This might be Ole Miss's year. It could be. Because if you look at the rest of their schedule, they could pass this game. They're in good shape.
Yeah.
So, but I would say, man, really just like, I would say on defense, bring an extra safety in the box. Supposedly, I ain't going to say, well, it is what it is. Smoke Monday might be the guy. That might be suspended. Yeah. But even, I don't trust him anyway. Over the top. He's good against the run. Yeah. But supposedly Papo's back, so that kind of, that evens it out.
Yeah.
But I will pretty much 8-9 men in the box, keep everything in front of you. The thing that you can't factor in this game, Ole Miss goes for it on 4th down more than anybody in the country. Anything like 4th and 2, 3, 4, they going for it. Mm-hmm. Even on their side of the field. So really, with all that being said, the first down is critical. You got to give them 2nd and long, 3rd and long. Because if you get them in, if it's 4th and 10 or 12, they're not going to go for it. Right. You control that. For the most part. The thing about Mason, I love Mason, don't get me wrong. He don't make his adjustments on the fly. Right. He makes his adjustments at halftime. If you notice, we'll give up some stuff early in the game, then he'll tighten his coverage up. But I would just go ahead. It is what it is. Their running backs, to me, are the strength of the team. It's not necessarily the receivers. So I would play press man on the receivers and just take my chances. The thing about Corral, he's good, don't get me wrong. He's not the biggest guy in the world. You don't want to hurt him, but you got to hit him too.
Yeah, you got to pop him.
You got to pop him.
You got to pop him. And, and then we saw that in the Tennessee game.
Oh, yeah. He's not, it's no way at this point in the season, as much contact as he's had this year, he's not 100%. Ain't no way.
No.
So.
And shoot, I had lost my train of thought. But I feel like that press that's a good idea. That sounds like a sound plan. And I don't know, man. I just hope that we can just keep our composure and just not let him abuse us.
Well, what we're going to do on offense, for whatever reason, it looks like here lately, Ole Miss has went back to a 3-man front. For whatever reason, I don't know. But off that 3-man front, they're blitzing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So our offensive line needs to hold up against that, because if you blitz a lot, I mean, I'm not the biggest Mike Bobo fan. I made that known. But he showed me something. He shows me that each week he's getting a little more comfortable with what he's got. He's advancing the playbook. Mm-hmm. But whenever you blitz, they gonna have to blitz a lot, because with that, even you say what you want to about our offensive line, you won't be able to get to the quarterback with just 3-man. You can't.
No,
you want to bring extra guys. So that's when them screen passes come into effect, the slants come into effect. Mm-hmm. And if you do get enough time up top to loosen that defense up. But at the end of the day, don't do nothing crazy. They should be able to line up. They can put 8 or 9 men in the box. It don't matter. They should still be able to run the ball on them.
Yeah, we should be. We should be. And I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to an old-fashioned Auburn Ole Miss game, and it's usually it's usually around this time of year anyway, the Halloween time or whatever.
Yeah.
And going back to the fourth down thing, I think Dave went for fourth down like 30-something times this year. Ole Miss, and so yeah, that's a heads up thing as well, and because Lane feels like the percentages are better if you go for it, still kicking a long field goal or something.
Whenever you see a coach do stuff like that, it's two things. He's got a lot of faith in his offense, but he don't have a lot of faith in his defense.
Defense, yeah.
So and if it comes down to a kicking game, you know I like our chances.
Yeah, our chances are great with kicking game. We got one of the best kickers.
I could touch on a little bit of recruiting, just a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. I like the recruiting side.
I think slowly but surely you're starting to see recruits take notice, because you can sit up here and say we're going to do this and do that, and especially in this state, the last couple of years, it's been so easy to negative recruit against Auburn. Because you're like, why would you want to go play in what they call a Mickey Mouse offense, high school glorified offense? If you're an offensive lineman, if you're a quarterback, if you're a receiver, why go there?
Yeah.
And I think that's been used against us for so long, but I think slowly but surely, the biggest recruiting tool that we got, there's going to be a lot of recruits here at this game for this year's class, next year's class, a lot of recruits. People starting to take notice. But the biggest selling point they got, what you can do, if I'm Mike Bobo, Brian Harsin, I'll say, go look at the game film when Bo Nix was coached, not to use Gus negative, but it is what it is. Look at the game film when Gus was the coach compared to how far we came.
Right.
Look at our receivers actually running routes.
Right.
Look at our offensive line that's been ridiculed for 3 or 4 years. At least they're holding their own. They're not giving up a bunch of quarterback sacks and all this. No, a bunch of penalties. They're getting better coaching. So I think slowly but surely, especially in this state, you'll start seeing more guys pay attention and gravitate. Which I think we're in pretty good shape anyway. But the end result speaks for itself. Right. You can sell a vision for so much, you know what I'm saying? But the proof is on the field.
Right.
So, but hopefully we'll see that.
And I agree. Like you said, going back and just watching games. I mean, there's selling points that we really hadn't just got beat up in any game except for the Georgia game. And like you said,
and that was our own doing.
That game was self-inflicted. We probably still would have lost, but we had opportunities in that game, and that just shows the progression and the what's the getting better part of the team.
The biggest coaching job they did. You lost to Georgia. You didn't play your best. But you turn around after that, when you probably played your worst game, you turn around the week later and play your best game.
Exactly.
I told this guy today, I said, I know they got the coaching staff, the players, they got this bad taste in their mouth about what happened against Georgia. Because they felt like they should have did better. Right. Not saying they would have won the game, but they should have played better. But like I told this guy today, I said, you know what, though? It ain't often in life you got a chance to redeem yourself.
That's true.
I'm not saying it's going to happen, but they can play Georgia again this year.
And that's what I was actually alluding to.
Right.
I was about to allude to that. I was going to ask you, what do you think would happen if we made it to that point again?
By then, which we don't know about injuries and all that, but I would say to even get to Georgia, we where we're at now, we would be so much farther along from a developmental standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
We should be able to hold our own. The thing about Georgia, though, I don't care for them. It is what it is. They're loaded, and the rich gets richer. Yeah. Everybody knows if you look at recruiting, just what they got in the last week.
Right.
But they're also getting George Pickens back too.
Right.
And that's gonna be a handful.
Right.
And they got young tight ends. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they're good and they got the best defense in the country, but we can play with them though.
Yeah.
So you never know.
And then, man, you know, just like we said, man, it was just receivers dropping balls. Right. You know, that was a huge difference. Right. Just capitalize on those opportunities. So going forward, you know, this Saturday coming up, we on the Plains. It's what we said 2.5, 3, maybe 3.5 and some. I'm gonna say it's prediction time.
Yes.
Let everybody know. By the way, look, man, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We have gotten a lot of an amazing response to Auburn all the time. We just asked, man, if y'all would click, share, like, click the notification button to get new material or let you know when we got new material up. And like, once again, we thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts. You know, just listening to you know, just normal average guys talk about their favorite football team or their favorite school, you know, because we will get into some basketball stuff here soon. And it's looking pretty, I can say, you know, we got some stuff to talk about. So, but anyway, we're going to talk about football. So we're going to get to the prediction portion of the show. I'm going to go with I've been hanging around this number. I think I'm going to go 38-31 Auburn.
Yes, sir. Yeah. That's a good pick.
With the fact that, you know, there's a possibility that we're going to have some defensive players out of this game that may not dress out or whatever the case may be. Yeah. We know there's some players going to probably be missing on the defensive end. But I think we will, like you said, corral enough, you know, to pull this one out. 7-point victory. I'm going to go with 38-31.
All right. Here's mine, but before I do that, there's two guys I want you to pay attention to this game that I feel good about.
Okay.
Freshman tight end. Slice, more big receiver. Landon King.
Yes, Landon King.
Three-star recruit out of Texas, which don't mean anything.
No.
But also, there's a young man on defense that I'm proud of. He's came a long way in a short amount of time.
Tell me who you talking about.
He was a 4-star running back.
Number 30.
Cornerback. Or the nickel safety out of Georgia. That's number 10, Zion Puckett.
Number 10, okay, Zion Puckett. I got it.
So even if Smoke Monday is out, as long as he's not the one suspended, which I don't think he is, I feel good about it. I feel good about him. I feel good about his progression. Yeah. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let me see. Night game. Jordan Hare Stadium, Pat Dye Field. The last 18 times Ole Miss has came to the Plains, they got 3 wins out of 18 tries. Auburn's 15-3. They're about to be
stat alert
16-4. I'm gonna go a little. I'm with you, but I'm gonna say a little closer than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kicking game is key for me. But with that being said, I'll go 31-27 Auburn. I'm feeling good about it.
You heard it from here. You heard it from man Bruce.
So there you go. With that being said, we're getting ready to sign off. But with that being said, any of these other games around the country intrigue you this weekend that you feel good about?
Not really, because I don't think the cocktail party.
No contest.
That's no contest this year because Florida played their best game against Alabama. And that's the game they got up for this year. We may see a flash or two in the first quarter of this game, but
so no intrigue for Penn State, Ohio State.
Nah, I think Penn State is done.
The game I'm looking forward to seeing.
They done showed their cards too much.
One of the games I'm looking forward to seeing is definitely Michigan State.
Now that is an intriguing game.
I haven't seen the point spread or nothing. I'm just gonna watch the game and see what happens.
That is an intriguing game, and I got a feeling that Michigan State will pull this one out.
For some reason, I knew you was gonna say
that. And
I
think that will land. Mel Tucker?
Yes, sir.
He could be next LSU coach.
I would say if they're smart, that's the direction they need to go.
I would too.
But I tell you something. I told this guy today. A lot of people. I mean, he's having a good season. A lot of people has not been enamored with Harbaugh at Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
He can't get over the hump. If you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But if I'm Michigan and I'm looking at what's going on at Michigan State, you see what I'm getting at?
Mm-hmm.
I would be intrigued. I just say that. And he
too.
might have to move very far.
No,
but that's if LSU don't want to step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? So, but look.
Have we ever had that happen though?
I mean, I don't. Well, first of all, Michigan and knowing how this stuff works in our rivalry, they probably look down at Michigan State. You know what I'm saying?
Do.
Consider Michigan State did beat them last year, so there could be two straight. I don't know, man. I'm intrigued by Mel Tucker because he comes from, I hate to say it, he coached under Kirby, so he knows the ins and outs.
Yeah.
And they're relying on 20 transfers this year. And we actually got one of our guys, which he ain't playing, Joyner from Mountain, State Hills, Mountain Brook, whatever, but he ain't playing. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm intrigued by that game. I'm intrigued about the future of Mel Tucker. I
am too, man.
I mean,
and not saying Michigan State is a bad place, but we know Michigan State is a basketball school.
Yeah.
But they have been football has been looming and it's getting better.
Right.
But I just hope he gets an opportunity.
Right.
To move up in the ranks and be able to have that chance to coach a school like LSU. Your USCs and stuff like that.
But
and then again, man, I'm gonna say it. We need more African American coaches and stuff in that position.
If I'm not mistaken, LSU has a new president. He's African American, so they've already said he would preferably prefer African American coach if they fit the credentials.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And we find a lot that do fit the credentials, right? But that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
But it's obvious that how we feel about certain things, and we're not gonna go that route tonight. Right. But man, hey, I enjoyed the show, man. It was kind of light, but I mean, we came off a win.
Hey, I'll say this: after this week, we get this win. I look forward to the next week's show.
Hey, and I look forward to it too, man. With that being said, go ahead.
We'll sign off, but I gotta put this plug in.
Go ahead.
I got to. I mean, everybody knows me. Knows I've been hurt for so many years. I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan.
Oh man!
And when I say we in good shape,
y'all are.
And when I say I'm a Joe Burrow guy anyway, because I seen firsthand what he can do. Mm-hmm. All I gotta say, man, if you watch NFL, I do. I mean, I'm more at college. Don't get me wrong, but man, Jamar Chase,
man,
I'm just gonna tell you, there's not.
Connection, man, it just rolled right over from what they had in college, man. And it's crazy.
Man, I don't even know what to say.
It's crazy.
We got the Jets this week, and I'm feeling good. I'm just gonna tell you that.
And I've been watching more NFL myself. Right. I'm a Minnesota Viking fan and Seahawks fan.
We sorry, Alabama fan. We sorry for Tua. I mean, he tried. I mean, it's been a good run for him, I guess. But if they get Deshaun Watson, his career's over.
Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap.
So, with that being said, I mean, we can't harp too much on Tua. I mean, he is what he is.
Yeah, man.
He's a wealthy man. He's been a wealthy man.
Yeah,
he's well taken. He's well taken care of. He's been well taken care of for the last 5 or 6 years.
That's true.
Whole family. So, with that being said, we look forward to seeing y'all again next week. Yeah, and
we will.
Feel free to comment in the comment section because, like my friend and my good coach Derek Dooley always said, the biggest room in his house, the room for improvement.
That's right.
So until then, War Eagle.
War Eagle.